Hello everybody, welcome to the blog. My name is Daniel and today is part 2 of how to get called back in a syllabus ballroom competition. Thank you to everybody who watched part 1 of how to get called back in the syllabus ballroom competition. It is my first video that's gotten over 300 views, so I'm super excited about that. If you haven't seen it yet, please make sure to click on my face and Carl's face over there just to take a look-see, get some advice, and also let me know if there's anything else that I need to change or edit. There's already been a few things that I've had to correct, so please feel free to take a look. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to hit like if you like it. Make sure to subscribe. So since making part 1 and getting a lot of really great feedback from a lot of friends, there have been 2 big ballroom competitions since then. There's the Harvard Invitational, which took place here in Boston a few weeks ago, and then last week there was the Gotham City Dance Floor Challenge, which was NYU's competition down in Brooklyn. Both of the organizing teams did a really phenomenal job. Both comps were so much fun to be a part of. But as I was watching, as I was competing, there were a few other things that came to mind, in addition to all the other advice that I've been getting from my dancer friends. So I figured let's make another video to get all that stuff in to make sure that you get the best chance ever of getting onto the judges sheet and making it to the next round. So without further ado, here are some more rules. Ballroom dance is an art form, and as a result, a big part of that is going to be presentation. This seems kind of common sense, but you would be really surprised at how many guys go out there with flyaway hair or untucked shirts, or how many girls go out there with frayed hairs and ratty skirts and things like that. You don't have to spend a phenomenal amount of money in order to be presentable on the competition floor. Often enough, stuff that you can get at H&M and The Gap will be able to take you all the way through to the open levels. For the girls, make sure you have a nice skirt and a nice top, the skirt of the appropriate length for smooth and standard or for rhythm and Latin. And for the guys, a nice pair of black slacks, a nice button-down shirt, and a tie that you can use for smooth and standard and take off for rhythm and Latin would be very useful too. In terms of grooming, make sure, girls, that your hair is up and away from the face. A lot of girls like to put it up into a bun. That's fantastic. Guys, make sure that your hair is presentable. Don't look like you just rolled out of bed. Make sure that you go from looking like I do right now to looking like this. See that? Hairstyle, everything's great. I have been the victim of many a hair faux pas, as evidenced by these photos right here. What on earth was I thinking? You know your hair, you know what it will take to make you look your best, whether it's a side part or a sweep back or something of that nature. Just make sure to do something with it. Make sure that it's presentable, make sure it's clean, make sure it's neat. Girls, ballroom hair and ballroom makeup can be a little bit daunting, especially when you see the lengths to which some girls go. Feel free to ask advice or hair and makeup help from one of the more seasoned members of the team, from one of your fellow competitors, that can get an outsider's perspective on what it will take to make you look good and presentable on that comp floor. For example, the team president for NYU, Nicole, is kind of famous now for having a line of girls that line up right before a comp to get their hair done by her. And it's nothing too horribly intricate. A lot of gel, a lot of putting things in place so that things don't fly away. Just feel free to ask a member of your team to help you out with what sort of look you're going to need on the floor. So if I had to sum that all up into one rule, I guess that would be rule number 6, be presentable. And make sure to get the advice of other folks to make sure that you are presentable to judges and everybody else on the comp floor. Moving on to rule number 7, smile and have fun. Oh my goodness. The number of times that you look at the newcomer and bronze floor, and you'll either see a girl deep in thought, wondering what comes next in the routine. Are we doing a New Yorker? Are we doing a hand-to-hand? What's going on? The number of times that you'll see a guy on the floor looking down at the floor and just grimacing, and clearly he doesn't want to be there. Smile, have fun. It's a lot of fun to be out there on the floor. Obviously, if you're doing a dance like tango, don't smile, you're not supposed to smile there. But at least let the audience and the judges know that you are enjoying yourself out there. If you look like you're in pain out on the floor, we're going to be in pain watching you on the floor. So smile, have fun. Remember some of the rules from before that can help out with that. Keep your posture, be relaxed. Just please smile, have fun, yay! Cha-cha and rumba and samba. Samba's a party dance. How can you not smile? I mean, really, guys, come on. Rule number 8 is a two-parter because you can't have the second part without the first part. First part, make sure you get your practice in. Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So make sure that you are being advised well by either an older member of your team or a professional coach in how to structure your practices well to get out onto the floor, so that all you have to do is put it out there and not worry about it. That can lead to being relaxed and smiling. It's when you aren't prepared that the frustration starts to come in, where the looking down starts to come in, where the hunched shoulders come in. So make sure you are practicing perfectly to make perfect. And if you have that first part down, the practicing perfectly part, then you can move on to the second part of the rule, which is trust. Trust your partner, trust each other, that you know the routines, or at least if you don't know the routines, that you'll be able to lead and follow each other. Just trust each other, because without that trust, we don't really get that partnership out on the floor, and that's what ballroom is all about, the connection between the leader and the follower. So practice perfectly can lead to trust. And trusting not only applies to your partner, but also to the older members of your team, folks that are giving you advice on how to do your makeup, on how to do your hair, costume advice, how to place yourself on the floor, things like that. If they've earned their accolades, if they've made their finals and they're placing in the top 3, it might be worth it to listen to what they have to say. Alright guys, so those were a few more tips and tricks on how to get called back in the syllabus ballroom competition, and I thought that if you made it to the end of this video, you deserve a little bit of a treat. So because I have absolutely no shame, and I like to laugh at myself, with the permission of my lovely first partner, Jen, I'd like to present a video of when I was a newcomer, and show all the things that I did wrong. Me looking back, this is what I would tell myself. Okay, this is looking interesting. Frame is kind of okay. Look at that passive look on my face. The head bobbing and the gay hand, and oh my god, what's going on? Okay, oh, okay, just kind of presenting there. Chest thrust forward like a young woman with something to prove. That's me. Alright. Looking down, of course. There's Jen. Jen's so pretty. I miss you, Jen. Hi, Jen. Oh, sugar push. I miss sugar pushes. Those are a lot of fun to do. Oh, now I'm smiling. Look at that. And then it goes away again. And I'm looking down. Oh, man. I don't know what I'm doing with this head bob thing. It's really, really strange. But, hey, you know what? I'm pretty sure we won this. I think this is the second time that we won newcomer swings. Something had to have been going right. But, God. Okay, more of the gay hand. You know, swish, swish. Go under my arm, Jen. That's fine. More sugar pushes. Yay. I really loved my sugar pushes, apparently. That was really embarrassing. Wow. But hey, here I am 3 years later. Open rhythm, open smooth, pre-champ Latin, gold standard, yo. Yeah, it gets better. What can I say? As I mentioned, Harvard and GCDC were absolutely phenomenal, so much fun. I have all the videos of Smooth up on my other channel, so to check out the Harvard playlist, click on me and Nicole over here. To check out the GCDC playlist, check out me and Claire over here. And to subscribe to my other channel, DLL Dance, make sure to click on me and Molly right up there in the upper left. So check those out. But as always, thank you for watching this vlog. Again, if you haven't seen part 1 of how to get called back in syllabus ballroom competition, please make sure to click on my face and Carl's face right up there. And until the next time, bye!